Video, we are going to learn all the terms related to profit and loss. So, the terms we are going to explore today are what is profit, what is loss, selling price, cost price, mark price, and discount. These are the short forms. Selling price can also be referred to as SP, cost price can also be referred to as CP, mark price can also be referred to as MRP.
Imagine you have a business of your own and you're working really hard on developing a product. And after years of crazy work, you finally come out with a product that you want to sell to your customers. So think about it. What costs will you incur while making this product? Let's list them down. The infrastructure costs, which will include your office area, your computers, etc., the salaries you pay your employees, and most importantly, it's your time and efforts. These two are direct costs, and your time and effort is an indirect cost. There are many more costs, but we have just made note of the basic ones. So now, when you want to sell the product, the first thing you would want to do is cover all your costs. But over and above that, you would want to make profits for investing so much time and for offering a product that is probably different from the rest. So whatever additional money you make after covering your costs is called the profit. But hey, there is always a chance that your product does not get appreciated in the market because someone else is offering a better one. What do you do in such a case when nobody is ready to buy your product? Well, you may decide to sell your product at a price that does not even cover your costs. That is at least better than getting nothing at all. That is when you incur a loss and you would probably sell your product at a costs minus loss price. Let's take a simple example to understand these two things. Assume your total cost is 100. If you sell it at 105, it means you made a profit of 5. It can be written as 100 plus 5. Costs plus profit. If your product does not do well and you decide to sell it at 95, it means you made a loss of 5. It can be written as 100 minus 5. Costs minus the loss.
Now, in this particular video, we try to understand the scenarios when profit and loss happens, right? Now, in the next video, let's try to understand what are cost price and what are selling price.
Generally, big businesses have a very few manufacturing units, so they cannot go to each person and deliver their products. Hence, they deliver it to shops, which in turn sell it to people. So in this case, the cost price will be the cost for the shop. It is the price at which the shop buys the products from the factory and the other minor costs that the shop incurs. And the selling price will be the price at which the shop will sell it to the people. Let's assume the shop buys it from the factory at 10 rupees and sells it to the people at 12 rupees. The shop has sold it at a higher price than its costs. Hence, it is in profit. Now assume that the shop has ordered many products from the factory, but the demand for the products has suddenly dropped. The cost price still remains 10 rupees. But because of the low demand, the shop decides to sell it to the people at 8 rupees. In this case, the shop incurs a loss. Notice that in the first case, the selling price was higher, and in the second case, it was lower. In short, if the selling price is greater than the cost price, then the product will be profitable. But if the selling price is lower than the cost price, then it will be a loss-making product. And if the selling price is equal to the cost price, then it is a no profit, no loss situation. All you need to know is that if the price at which you sell is greater than your overall costs, you are making profits. But if it's the other way around, you are making a loss. Cost price is generally known as CP and selling price is generally known as SP.
Okay, now let's understand what does discount and MRP mean.
One day, you decide to go shopping and end up liking a pair of shoes. What is the first thing you do when you like something? Check its price, of course. So you see a price tag of 500 rupees. This is called the marked price. But you think 500 rupees is way too expensive and you decide against buying it. But when you turn around, you see this board which says 40% off on all products. This, as we all know, is the discount percentage. We need to find out the price at which we will be able to buy these shoes after factoring in the discount. The first thing you need to know is that the discount is always a percentage of the marked price. What do you think will be the discount in this case? Yes, it will be 40% of the marked price. Remember, discount always a percentage of the marked price. The marked price is 500 rupees. So the discount is 40% of 500 rupees. We know how a percentage of a given quantity is calculated. We write percentage with denominator 100 and of as multiplied by. Hence, this will equal 40 by 100 multiplied by 500. 100 times 5 is 500 and 40 times 5 is 200. That will give us a discount as 200 rupees. This is the discount in rupee terms. Earlier, we had the discount in percentage terms. The price at which you will buy the shoes will be called the selling price. What will be the selling price? Yes, it's intuitive. You will reduce the discount from the marked price. The marked price is 500 rupees and the discount is 200 rupees. So the selling price for the shoes will be 500 rupees minus 200 rupees, that is 300 rupees. This tells us that because of the discount, you end up buying the shoes at 300 rupees. Remember, the marked price will be the price on the price tag, and the selling price will be the final price at which you will buy that product after factoring in the discount.
This is a very important thing to remember because there are chances that most times students misunderstand what is mark price, which is also called as MRP, and selling price. They think that the mark price and the selling price are the same things, but no. Mark price is the price that is there on the tag, and after certain discounts or offers, the amount which will be paid by the customer, that is known as the selling price. So let us quickly revisit and recap what we have just seen. So profit is nothing but the amount gained after selling a product more than its CP. And when does loss happen? The amount the seller gets after selling the product less than its cost price. Now, what is cost price? The amount paid for a product or commodity to purchase, it is called a cost price. It is also denoted as CP. We won't always be telling cost price, selling price. We'll just refer to them as CP and SP. What is SP? The amount for which the product is sold is called selling price. Now, what is marked price? This is basically labeled by shopkeepers to offer a discount to the customers in such a way that discount is nothing but from the marked price if I am removing the selling price.